Hi, this is Sylvia Henderson, and this is day 2 of 100 days of making a video every day. And I forgot to mention in yesterday's video that the reason I'm doing this is because I was incredibly inspired by Kyle Cheese. He is he's a comedian, but he's a comedian with a very strong spiritual focus, I should say. And what he did was he made a video every day for 100 days because every day, each one of those 100 days, he meditated for about 2 hours a day. And I was inspired by his journey because it really changed his life. It really brought forth some powerful perspectives because he was going within instead of looking at the external world for information. And I decided that I really need to do that myself and commit to a meditation practice, commit to connecting with my inner guidance, connecting with a higher truth than what I've learned from my experiences or what other people have learned from their experiences, to really get it for myself. And so yesterday I did not meditate. Today I did. And I have to tell you, it was challenging. It was challenging because I had a lot of painful things come up that into my awareness. And I'll just share a couple of them. One of the things that came up was just how much I have struggled to maintain my preferred version of the past and bring that into my present, and then try to replicate that in my future. There was a time in my life when I was married and I had a very lucrative lifestyle. We lived in $1 million home, and I got to travel whenever I wanted to and shop whenever I wanted to. But to be quite honest, I wasn't happy, which is why I'm divorced now and no longer living that lifestyle. I found that it didn't fulfill me. It did not. It didn't make me happy. My whole life, I think, I've been searching for happiness. I think that's kind of what we all want out of life, right? Some happiness, some joy, some fun. And I reached for all the traditional, stereotypical pinnacles that people professed would bring you joy, would bring you fun, would bring you happiness in your life. And I have to tell you that at 59 years of age, it just didn't do it for me. So this morning when I meditated, what came up was what a struggle I have made out of my life trying to hold on to the moments from the past where I felt happy and joyful, and how they're so anchored with life looking a certain way, and also how attached I have been to knowing what's going to happen in my life, wanting certainty, wanting to get out of the discomfort of not knowing. And interestingly enough, I'm at a place in my life where I really don't know what I'm supposed to do next. And I'm really trying to find a place of peace within that. And I don't know if you understand what that feels like, but it's so the opposite of what we typically do, which is, making sure the job is secure, making sure the savings is secure, making sure our relationships are secure, and how much contortion and how much stress that puts on us to do that. And it's a little frightening because I think, well, God, if I let go, what does that mean? Am I going to end up homeless? Am I going to let go of having a comfortable home? Am I going to let go of clothes? Am I going to let go of relationships? Am I going to let go of being able to, choose, the freedom of choice? And I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm on the journey to find out. And it's going to be interesting because I'm putting it all out there as well for other people to experience it with me. I know that my purpose and passion here in life, what brings me the most joy, where I feel the most connected to my happiness, is when I'm helping other people. But there's a thin line, I realized after meditating, between helping other people and using the approval of other people is a substitute for even really approving and loving myself. So I don't know what that all means, and I'm curious as I continue on this journey to find out. So I don't know, some of you might be wondering, well, why are you bothering even doing a video? I don't know, maybe this will resonate with you. Maybe this will inspire you. Who knows where I'm going to be on day 50, and who knows where I'm going to be on day 100, or even on day 13, or even day 5. So much can happen and change in just a moment when we take the time to pause and go within. And I know even today, things came up I never even thought would come up, things about my ex and how I was still on some level hoping to get his approval of me. And I was like, what? You've been divorced for so long, and what was that about? And that really kind of started to unwind the thread of, how much I do, or how I may behave in certain situations that are not based on it feels good in the moment, it makes me happy, it brings me joy, it feels blissful, it feels free. It's really more about, am I going to win this person's approval? Is this person going to accept me at the end of this conversation, at the end of the day? Is this person going to think highly of me? And what I got today so very clearly is it has nothing to do with whether or not someone else feels good about me or approves of me or thinks highly of me. The only person that I really need to have approve of me is myself. And that's it. I need to be able to love myself in this present moment where I am, with all of my challenges, with all of my imperfections, and not try to drag in the past experiences as a way to define who I am today. And that's a big journey. So I'm going to dive deep with this, and we'll see where it goes. Anyway, take care. Goodbye. And thank you for listening.